going on? Time for a post show. How's everyone doing? How was your night? Did you get some sleep? Did you have good good dreams about Belal Muhammad losing? Poor Belal. Poor Belal. Because nobody liked him in the first place. And then now, like, we're just adding fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? By the way, how's everyone doing? I see we got my pal Andrew A. Cole. We got Cole in the chat. We got Aaron Tats says JDM is champ. Let's go. I liked Belal. Well, you and about everybody in a certain region of the world. Yeah, like I said, I picked JDM or I picked Belal to win, but I was rooting for JDM. Very happy that he won, and also like at the end of the day, the fight was good. Like that's what matters most. Like the fight was good. The right guy won. I've been following Jack since Eternal. Nice. Heard Eternal is actually pretty good. Just on it like ridiculous hour. So let's check out the results of how everybody did on everyone's favorite website, Tapology. I like him because he was the second welterweight champ from Illinois. Okay, who was the first? Miletich? Let's pull up the old Tapology group. No chill. Slayed it this week, dude. Bastard. Oh, hey, we got Matt Hughes. Okay, I forgot to submit my pay. How dare you, Tats? You fucked up. We got 2 requests pending. Thal, you're in there. Oh my gosh, this website is so annoying. And then Strickland's burner. Who is Strickland's burner? This fucking guy. The Fez. But I just accepted them, so their results won't really count for this one. Yeah, look at that. Thal got third, but he just got accepted, so. But yeah, so No Chill crushed it, dude. He picked 11 fights correct. He only got 1 wrong. 765 points, 2 perfects, 1 semi-perfect, and 4 decisions. That's crazy. Second is Cheddarhead. Third is Thal. Fourth, Degenerate Dane. Fifth, yours truly, Bodak, Kieran, 1050, Matua, in the Granite, Skibbity, 9, 11, Kiwi, 12th was G Belize, Skeletor, 13th, Nick, 14th, Brutta, 9,000, and 15th, Sean Moody in 15th, UFC 8 ball tied for 15th. On the Ambro, and Denial holding down the last place spot. Man, what a legend. What a legend. That's Chad King. Who is... Oh, Strickland's burner is Chad King? Okay, got you. Thank you. I deserve another title shot. Who does? Belal? Did he say that? Hillsboro, Illinois for Matty. Okay. I would have gotten the Chev fight, Malat, and the second prelim wrong. Yeah. Yeah, here, let's I'll go over my picks for this card. I did pretty good. I mean, I didn't do like, amazing. I mean, I got, what was it, 5th place, 4th or 5th place? I think I got 4th before I added Thal into the fray there. Yeah, let's go through it. So let's see. God damn it. I hate this fucking website sometimes. Maybe I just need a better computer. Some random dude made like 10K on some crazy parlay. Damn. Just dropping by to say Nico Montano is the worst of all time, followed by Jermaine Durandamy and Matt Serra. Yeah, it's more of it was more just like my clickbaity title of the video. It's not. I don't really think he was the worst champ. Like Murilo Bustamante is the worst champion. I love to see Belal fight the winner of Buckley versus Usman. Yeah, that's a good fight. Preferably Usman because of the matchup. Also, they've been like talking shit to each other back and forth on the internet. Salute to you, Tress. Good to see you. See, let's go through how I did here. I love Murilo Bustamante. What's up, Matua? I just went through the results, and I think you did. I think you got like 8th place. So yeah, good work. How you doing? My friend? Yeah, let's go. Let's check this out. So this is how I did. So I had Belal to win a decision. He did not. JDM did, so we got that one wrong. Had Valentina Shevchenko to win a decision. I don't think she actually won. I thought Manon won 3 rounds easily, but got that one right. Ayman Zahabi defeats Jose Aldo via 3-round decision. I had Jose Aldo to win, and how the fuck? Like this was bad. This is bad. This is a bad decision. Jose Aldo won the 1st and 2nd round, and he lost the 3rd. And he got fucked up in the 3rd round. You could have given it a 10-8, but they didn't. They gave it to Ayman Zahabi. Weird decision. So I got this one wrong. We are Murillo fans in these parts. I hated Carla Esparza as champ for the same reason everyone hated give me a title shot Belal. It's unfortunate that Grasso got beat by dude. Well, we'll talk about all the fights. My least favorite champ was Tyrone since he beat Robbie Lawler. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of that, Natalia Silva beat Alexa Grasso like so easily. Like she didn't even break a sweat. And I had picked Alexa Grasso to win like a dummy. Kind of picked with my heart there. Almost got this one perfect. I said BSD would sub him in the 2nd round. Or no, I said he would knock him out in the 2nd round and he gets a sub. I had Malott by decision. He knocked him out 2nd round. I had Jasmine Jasdavicius submission in the 2nd round, and she gets it done really quick in the 1st. Had Modestus by knockout. He barely won a decision. I thought Eon won. Navajo Sterling by decision. I got that one right. Marc-Andre Barrios had him by decision. Kind of stupid. He knocks out Bruno Silva in the 1st round. Also, did you guys see that clip of Bruno Silva getting that elbow to the side of his head, and you could see like a visible dent in his skull? I have to look for an update on that guy. Santos decision, got that one right. And then Almakana had by decision, and he won by knockout. So not bad, not a bad night. I had it Aldo 3-0. Damn. I mean, he lost the 3rd round. BSD was my only perfect pick. I thought Eon won as well. Yeah, definitely won. I mean, just look at the striking numbers, right? Silva got MVP. He has a fractured skull, does Silva. I'm going to have to look. Let's see if we have a medical update on Bruno Silva. Let's pull this up. Oi, what's up, Cheddarhead? You did really well in my Topology League. You could scroll back a little bit the beginning of the show to see how you did. But yeah, congrats. I think you got third. Didn't Aldo knock him down twice in the third? Yeah, but he was also like on his back getting mauled by the end of the round. So I gave the round to Ayman Zahabi. Yeah. Yeah, he was getting punked out by the end of that third round. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, by the way, guys, I have a I have a video coming out. I still gotta finish it, but it's gonna be called "Who's Up Next." I'm gonna do it for every pay-per-view. I'm gonna try to do it for every UFC card. Like Chip, who's next? I got an intro ready. Let me know what you guys think. It's pretty corny. It's kind of Hank the Tank-esque. But yeah, I'm gonna play it. Let me know what you guys think.
Who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? I said, who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? Who? Yeah. Who?
What do you think? Cringy? That music is brutal. It's just free blues music, and I sang obviously it was me singing that. I like it. All right, Matua's in. Muddy Waters, yes. Cheddarhead's laughing, so that's positive at least. Yeah, okay. Like if you saw that on your YouTube timeline and you clicked on that and you saw that intro, would you just click out of the video or would you be like, all right, I'm staying for this? Belal really looked that stuff that makes your head grow. Oh, he took that stuff that makes your head grow. How the fuck did he eat all those power straights from Jack? Yeah. Yeah, if you look at his physique, like early in his career to now, like, yeah, his head is like massive. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. All right, cool. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of Hank. It's kind of like something Hank would maybe do. But I don't know. I just had this idea to like sing a blues song to it. Aaron Tats is like, that shit sucks. All right, let's LMAO, not the clickbait thumbnail. What's up, Striking Ace, dude? Good to see you. Yes, the clickbait thumbnail for sure. Title, not. Oh yeah. No, it was you caught on to it though. It is totally it is 100% clickbait. Blues is a good genre, yeah. Ahoo! I got fucked on the Fiorot decision. I agree. We're gonna talk about it though, Jenner Dane. We're gonna talk about it. I want to read this medical update from Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva suffered a scary loss Saturday night. Oh, by the way, this is an article on MMA fighting written by Guilherme Cruz. Bruno Silva suffered a scary loss Saturday night in Montreal after being on the receiving end of a first-round knockout to Marc-Andre Barriault at UFC 315 that had him leave the octagon on a stretcher. Later on the broadcast, the UFC informed viewers that Bruno was taken to the local hospital for a checkup after complaining of neck pain, although he was alert and with movement in all of his extremities. Hours after the event, Silva used his Instagram page to provide a health update, stopping by to inform that I am fine. I went to the hospital and did exams. It's okay with my health. Bro, it looked like his skull got cracked, so I mean, that's good. He says he's good. Jack's range and management was excellent for 95% of the fight. Still cashed out $500. Nice. Good for you. Send me oh, I have that reminds me. I got the banner scrolling. It's got all the places you can donate. So yeah, just send me like half of that because I'm sure you watched my picks. Actually, Degenerate Dane, you crushed it on picks, dude. You got 10 out of 12 fights correct, dude. I knew you did good on the gambling. Good for you, man. And his head movement surprised me a lot. I underestimated it. I'm going to rewatch Jack versus Belal. The second it drops on Fight Pass, I need to rewatch it too because I had somebody on the show talking my fucking ear off during the fight. So I had it like 2-0 Belal in the first round, and then I thought Jack. Oh, the third round was close, and then like Jack 4-5. But again, I wasn't really watching. Oh shit. Belal Muhammad's commenting. Hello, Belal. Worst champ. I earned that belt the hard way. No hype, just work. Losses don't define me. I'll be back. Remember the name. Wow. Wow. Fucking told me. Wow. Damn. Good to see you, Belal. How you feeling after your loss? Belal, would you like to come on the show? We're gonna do a call-in show, so you could come on. Before this is over, can I say my theory on this, Belal? What? Halal Muhammad? Wow. Anyway. Yeah, let's run through the card, shall we? Let's go to Fight Center. Ugh, Jesus. Okay. Speaking of Belal. Okay. Let us run through the whole card, and then we'll have people on if they feel so inclined. First thing I want to say about this card, though. The card was good. The prelims were really good. And then the main card came to a screeching halt. Now, obviously, Kyle Prepelec versus BSD was okay. It was okay. Like, you could tell Benoit didn't really want to strike with the guy very much. And then Silva versus Grasso was okay. You know what? This card was fine, except for Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot was not a good fight, in my opinion. Like, people thought the fight was okay. I didn't think it was great. So the card was pretty damn good. I would say the card was like a solid 8. Halal Muhammad when Kosher Goldstein enters the cage. I deserve another title shot. Dana said no so fast. That's because nobody likes Belal Muhammad is just he's so good at being so uninteresting. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Belal. Let's first talk about Beksat Almakhan. He knocks out Brad Katona in a minute and 4 seconds. Brad Katona landed a single strike. And then Beksat Almakhan uppercutted him into oblivion, landed a few ground and pound shots for good measure. 6 stuff for Beksat Almakhan. I think I'm not sure what people thought about him coming into the UFC and fighting Umar. And then, he gets this nice win against a guy who really doesn't get knocked out like that. At least, gets just ran through. So I was very impressed with Beksat Almakhan. He did very well. The next fight was Daniel Santos versus Lee. Lee did really good in the first round. I was like, damn, dude, Lee's got this. I was like, shit, my pick's looking bad. And Daniel Santos, also Lee was the one pressuring. He was landing that hook to the body. It was really nice. And then in the second round, you could see the tide start to turn for Daniel Santos. He started landing a bunch of spinny shit. He was the one putting on the pressure. Lee was starting to get a little more sloppy in his technique, and Daniel Santos was doing really well. Also, landed 6 takedowns, 6 minutes of control time. I wasn't able to like really hold Lee down super great, or like wasn't able to control him for a long period of time, but he kept mixing it up, taking him down, beating him with the hands, beating him with the feet. It was a really good performance for Daniel Santos. So he wins a decision. And then as Cheddar's had said, like the third round kind of slowed down. That was a badass 2 rounds. The third round did kind of slow down. But yeah, they fought their asses off. It was an awesome fight. It was a solid fight. Next fight was Marc-Andre Barrial. We just kind of talked about that recently. So Bruno Silva, it kind of reminded me of Anthony Smith's last fight, right? Where Bruno Silva and Anthony Smith kind of they kind of went for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of knew they were. In Anthony Smith's case, he knew he was going to retire, and Bruno Silva knew if he lost, he would be, removed from the roster. So they kind of tried to, go for it and scrap it out, and then it just quickly went the wrong way for him. Andre Barrial starts landing those elbows, and then that last one finishing him off. I didn't really even know what knocked him out because it was that short elbow that looked like it may have dented his skull. And then he's just fucking face planted out. Like, fuck. So yeah, sick knockout win for Marc-Andre Barrial. 2 guys on losing streaks, and 1 guy has to come out on top, right? And what a way to do that for Marc-Andre. Yeah, Belal is don't know how to read that name, but yeah, Belal is the worst champ ever. Pulled out of his first defense, then lost against a pretty non-deserving title contender. Damn. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Stop! He's already dead.
Yeah, I don't think he's the worst champ ever. That is more of a clickbaity title, but we can talk about that a little more in depth here in just a second. Next fight was Navajo Sterling winning a decision against Ivan Erslan. This fight to me sucked. This fight was terrible. Navajo Sterling, he ends up dropping Ivan in the last round. But before that, it was a really boring, slow match. Is Bruno cut, do you think? Yeah, definitely. They told him he would be after this fight. And then Alex Pereira had to kind of help him out to not get cut. Mark did better than I thought he would. Yeah, he did great. Strickland was a better champ. Strickland was a better champion than Belal Muhammad. Huh. Did Strickland have a title defense? Strickland was a more interesting champion on the mic, right? But that's actually an interesting debate. Navajo is slowly living up to that. Yes, very slowly. Yeah, this fight was ass. It sucked. But to be fair to Navajo Sterling, Ivan Erslan wasn't really helping him out. He was fighting very safe himself. Navajo Sterling obviously has that really clean kickboxing style, training with City Kickboxing, training with Eugene Behrman. Very technical, doesn't overextend himself, doesn't do more than he needs to. When Ivan Erslan finally pressed him in the third round is when you saw that big right hand come of Navajo Sterling. And honestly, it should have been a TKO win for Navajo Sterling. Ivan Erslan was out, like basically. And the ref just was like, nah, we're just going to let this one ride out. So I'm still not sold on Navajo Sterling, or as I like to call him, Yellow Man. It's crazy that Yellow Man had a whole entire reggae dance hall career in the 80s, got cancer in his face, and then now he's coming back as an MMA fighter. This is fucking crazy. Strickland fought 4 months after he won the belt. Belal took 8 months. Also, Strickland arguably beat DDP the first fight, and DDP is a better fighter than JDM. Okay, yeah. No, I'm with you. I think you're absolutely right. Strickland was a better champion than Belal Muhammad. Based on that criteria, yeah, you have a valid point there, sir. But yeah, I'm not sold on Navajo Sterling. Again, I'm going to be coming out with a video right after this. I'm going to record a video saying who should be next for everybody on the card who won. But I don't know, man. Navajo Sterling, he's got potential, but I'm just not. Matua put it perfectly. He's slowly living up to that, very slowly. Modestas Bukauskas versus Ion Cutelaba. I thought that Modestas lost this fight. I thought Ion clearly won every round. Maybe not the third. I mean, just look at these striking numbers. He literally more than doubled him up on strikes. Now, every time Modestas threw a shot, it was a big shot. But Ion Cutelaba, like, put so much pressure on him, so much volume. I thought this was a weird one. Now, it was a split decision at least. But one judge gave Modestas every single round. I was like, bruh. That didn't seem right to me. Navajo was what? A dance? Look up Yellow Man. I think he looks like Yellow Man. I don't know if Navajo has top 10 potential. We'll have to wait and see, right? He's still, I think he's like 27. We'll have to wait and see. I think he has potential. I'm not saying like champion potential or like top 5, top 10 potential. But the guy's got all the attributes are there, right? Good kickboxing, big dude for the weight class. He's got some, he'll do well. I think he can do well in the UFC. Ion got robbed. Yeah, man. And again, I don't like to say, like, I like to use the word robbery very, I don't like to use it I don't like to use it loosely. I wouldn't say it was a robbery, but it was at least a bad decision. I had Ion too. I bet $50 on Cutelaba during the walkouts. Damn. Bogdan Guskov versus Navajo would be great. It's a little much for Navajo Sterling, in my opinion. It would be a great fight, but I think that's a little bit too much, too fast. I didn't watch the fight, so I can't say if it was a robbery or not, but I'm trusting you guys are using the robbery properly. I don't think it was a robbery, but teach their own, right? The next fight was Andrade versus Jazz the Vicious. So I kind of again, I already knew Jessica Andrade does not do well against bigger wrestlers. So I already knew like Jasmine Jazavicius was gonna finish Jessica Andrade. Oh my god, sorry, I have terrible allergies. The way in which it happened, though, I think, let's see. Yeah, Jessica Andrade said she landed 4 strikes and attempted 8. I mean, I don't even think she landed a punch. You know what I'm saying? And that takedown came so fast. Fucking picked up Jessica Andrade, dumped her on the ground. It was a wrap in 2 minutes, man. It was kind of shocking to see Jessica Andrade go out like a bum. Jessica Andrade should only be fighting at 115, in my opinion. Well, I don't know though. What do you do with Jessica Andrade next, man? Like, she just looks so bad now. And obviously, Jasmine Jazavicius going out there doing what she needed to do against Andrade is important, but it's like, how do you rate this win? Obviously, the performance was great, but the win in and of itself is like, you kind of washed Jessica Andrade, you know? So I don't really know exactly how to feel about this one. But yes, good win for Jazzy J. Hyped for her. And shit, she's coming. She's coming for the belt. You know what I'm saying? She's on her way. So really good performance for her. Mike Malott had a decent first round. He obviously won the first round. Keeping Radke to only 10 strikes landed, or 10 total strikes landed. All of them significant. And then in that second round, man, he just smoked him, dropped him. It's exactly what Mike Malott needed to do to regain his momentum after the Neil Magny loss. Obviously, he had bounced back, gotten a win, hadn't looked super impressive against Trevin Giles. So this is exactly what Mike Malott needed to get the train back on the tracks, right? Hey, what is up in the granite? Good to see you, my friend. So yes, good win for Mike Malott. Benoit Saint Denis against Kyle Prepolek. This win from Benoit Saint Denis does literally nothing for him, except for get him a payday. Kyle Prepolek kind of looked. I mean, this loss did Kyle better than it did Benoit, right? Kyle was able to clip Benoit, land clean strikes on Benoit on the feet. Benoit didn't really want to risk it, so he decided to take him down. Lands that good arm triangle in the second round. But it's pretty obvious that he was having a very risk-adverse game plan, right? And you're kind of like, damn. Obviously, it's good to see him bounce back after he got mauled in 2 straight fights. So I'm not really upset with this performance by Benoit at all. But again, it doesn't really do anything for him. I just hope that they give Kyle another shot. Benoit took a 0-3 UFC fighter to the second round. He was 0-2. And now he's 0-3. And 1-1 in Bellator. BSD shouldn't be in the rankings. Wow. Did BSD have staff in this one? I don't know. I never like to speculate on if somebody has staff or not. I don't really care too much. But yeah, like I said, this win doesn't do anything for him. And yeah, I don't mind him not being in the rankings anymore on Tuesday. But I think this win did more for Kyle than anyone else, right? I hope they give Kyle another shot. Maybe against a lower ranked guy. I mean, he was supposed to fight in a different promotion yesterday or 2 days ago. So they gave him the call on short notice, and he didn't go out there like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like he made it to the second round, right? He got KO'd in his last 2. Yep. Isha always calls him Benoit Staff Denis, but I can't tell if that's from this fight, or one of his other ones that were confirmed he had staff. That was that all started with the Dustin Poirier fight. So yeah, and again, coming out with a video later. It'll be all about who should be matched up next. So Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva, dude. I picked Alexa Grasso to win. And boy, did I look foolish because Natalia Silva. I don't know if BSD even beats Michael Chandler. Dude, he beats Michael Chandler. Come on. But that should be that would be a good fight. Boy, oh boy, did Natalia Silva go out there and just work Alexa Grasso over like a summer job. B Fatty says, would you ever consider cutting weight with me using the Charles Oliveira method? What is the Charles Oliveira method of cutting weight? Good to see you, B Fatty. He's a special ops for France. Silva is a problem, footwork and speed. Yes, I had Grasso too. I changed my mind about this fight, but I forgot to change my bet to Natalia. Okay. Yeah. Fucking Natalia Silva just outclassed Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso didn't do shit in this fight. And there was moments towards the end of certain rounds where she was able to corner, finally, Natalia Silva, and then land some strikes. But overall, Natalia Silva, man, she's a problem. She washed a former champion in there, no problem. And she deserves a title shot next, if you ask me. No idea why I picked Grasso from the beginning, even. In hindsight, it looks really stupid, right? Like I recognize that I recognize that he or that she was a former champion, had skills in the ground, but I already kind of knew heading in it was like boxer and jujitsu practitioner versus kickboxer and decent, jujitsu, right? Somebody who had decent like takedown defense and all that kind of stuff, well rounded. But I just wasn't expecting. Really, what it was for me is that Natalia Silva really hadn't faced the best competition, and neither has Alexa Grasso. But I just thought, like, I was like, okay, she beat Macy Barber, like that's a good win. But yeah, man, Natalia Silva made us all look foolish who picked Alexa Grasso. B Fatty says he sits naked with his homie in that little tent they used to cut weight. Well, that's just gay as fuck. I'm good. I'd rather not. But hey, man, you do your thing, man. Once fighters win a belt, win a lot of money, they become civilized. What's up, Rafuko? Good to see you. Hindsight is 2020. Sadly, my vision is 2600. That joke doesn't work. I pick Silva decision. Oh yeah. Also, she beat Shevchenko, right? Right. So I'm like, yeah, yeah. No, Natalia Silva deserves to be next. If you ask me for the title shot, looked fantastic. Didn't break a sweat out there. The next fight is the most controversial one on the card: Jose Aldo versus Amin Zahabi. I thought Jose Aldo clearly beat Amin Zahabi in the first round, no problem. And then the second round, all three judges gave to Amin Zahabi. I thought he had more success because he was able to get Aldo stationary. He was able to make Aldo fight on the back foot, able to back him down almost to the cage at times, and land more strikes. I was like, okay, Amin did better that round, but Aldo's still winning. Then in the third round, Aldo damn near finishes Amin Zahabi. But then it was honestly strange. Jose Aldo literally just gassed out like out of nowhere. Like literally out of nowhere. He looks up at the clock with 3 minutes left and he's like, oh fuck. And he was just completely gassed out. And then Amin Zahabi like kind of swings big on him. And then Aldo shoots for the takedown. You're like, what the fuck? And then Amin Zahabi reverses it and he just starts mauling Aldo with elbows. Elbows. And you're like, damn, dude, like, is that a 10-8 round? Huh. They go to the scorecards. Unanimous decision for Amin Zahabi, and you're like, wait, what? How, And then all three judges gave it 10-9, Amin in the second and the third. You're like, damn. What the fuck, man? Some people calling it a blatant robbery. I called it a robbery in real time. But a real robbery, guys, to be fair, is if you saw somebody win all 3 rounds and there was no close rounds and the other person wins a unanimous decision. I didn't think that. I thought that this fight should have been at least a draw, right? Like 10-8 in the last round. Aldo wins the first 2 rounds. I don't know, man. I thought this was a really bad decision. Could even qualify as robbery. And I don't like to use that word a lot. On Mike Chandler's TikTok, brother, you got to tell me how to pronounce your name. I would like to know. On Mike Chandler's TikTok, it looks like he has a crazy scar on his cheek from the Pimlet fight. How Aldo winning all 3 rounds? Damn. The third was the only close round. Okay. It's like the first time I've ever seen Aldo get, and it was so weird. He like just got gassed out of nowhere. Like that doesn't even really happen, right? Good to see Zenu. He says, "What a great card." What's up, Chris Gray? He is the worst, but JDM is the best though. At the same time, good to see you. I hate the work. The weak. I hate the work from guard by Aldo. Oh, okay. Didn't try a sweep. Didn't negate any of the strikes. That's true. It was weird to see him not even defend himself. Aldo always has gas late-ish in the fourth in his prime. I don't imagine his tank would be much better. Look at the damage, says in the granite. Stick around. I don't got time to bleed. I wouldn't say a robbery. That fight deserves a rewatch. Yeah, I'll have to rewatch it. Did you see Eamon has another grappling match? I did not. Aldo doesn't throw leg. You know, right? Like it's a weird phenomenon. Aldo just stopped throwing leg kicks. Like what? Yeah, I don't know why that happened. So Javi might have been closer during the first and second round than I initially perceived. Yeah. V Fatty said, "Oh shit, I gotta get it." V Fatty said, "It's hard to find other Muslim channels like this." Alhamdulillah. Well, I'm not Muslim, and I'm pretty sure that's no chill. Assalamu alaikum, my friend. What is up, Andrew? He says my hottest take is Aldo won the third. He got closer to the finish than Zahabi. Zahabi got closer, but gassed out too. I thought Eamon won the third, and him being on his back, almost getting knocked out, constituted enough for me to say Zahabi won the third. But I totally understand there's an argument to be made there. Aldo became more of a boxer past Conor lost due to injuries. Okay. When is John Jones fighting again? We don't know. Nobody knows. Sarukian is wrestling Patricio Pitbull May 31st. He should focus on getting an MMA fight instead. I agree. Okay, dude, I'm gonna have to translate your name. How do I say your name, dude? Nabap? Glad you're here, dude. Good to have you here. First time I've seen you here. Aldo had him running. He was running like a motherfucker. And dropped him multiple times. That led to Aldo gassing, not Zahabi doing damage. The damage came from the gas job. I still think Eamon Zahabi won the third round. My name is Ivar. Okay, got you. Good to have you here, brother. Hip injury right from his camp. Armin should wrestle a 60-kilogram pit bull named Princess to prove he really wants a title shot. Dana White, probably. And that is why John Jones is the worst champ. Whoa. John Jones is the longest reigning champion because he never fights. Yeah, facts. Also, one thing I wanted to talk about is hold on one second. It's getting hot in here. One thing I want to talk about is, did you guys notice that Dana White was there? He put the belt around both Valentina and JDM. But he wasn't at the press conference. He didn't do the press conference. I think the rumors about Dana being done at the end of the year are true. Who you got for that, though? I think Armin is going to lay on him. Yeah, Armin. Well, Armin just grappled at Karate Combat last Friday. And he did pretty well. So, yeah, Armin's staying fresh. I think he definitely wins that one. Heavyweight John, that is. Although my conspiracy is John has always juiced at light heavyweight. I mean, here's a hot take for you. I think GSP was juicing. How else did he beat every fighter in the TRT era? It's like you're the only one that wasn't juicing, and you beat everybody in the TRT era. Come on. Dana ain't never gonna quit. I hope he doesn't. I think he's done. A lot have juice more than most. No, I agree. You grappled my former training partner last week. Okay. Yeah, it was a close grappling match. So your former training partner did really well, but Armin clearly won. Yes, sir. A lot of them juicing of some sort. Okay. So the next fight was Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. I thought Manon Fiorot clearly won this fight. Valentina broke Manon's nose in the first round. And then I think she dropped her at the end of the third. Other than that, Manon Fiorot won the whole fight. Even that round she got dropped in. I mean, I was like, oh yeah, like she probably did enough to seal the round. Valentina, that is. But it was interesting to see Manon Fiorot control Valentina against the cage and take Valentina down at times. I guess she took her down once, but she was the one with more control time. Valentina only 2 minutes of control time. Also, like Valentina Shevchenko makes me mad at this point in her career because she just doesn't fight with urgency. I don't think she ever like thinks she's losing a fight. I don't know, man. It's just, and this fight sucked. I didn't think this fight was good at all. But I do like to see Valentina Shevchenko win. So I'm glad. She got to fight Natty Ice next, though. I don't know how that goes for her. Yeah, good win for Val. We'll talk about the main event, and then I'll let some people on if anyone wants to hop on the show. Dana is going to focus on TKO boxing. Yeah, it's not going to be called TKO boxing. Okay, well, that's what we think. That's all we know that it's going to be called for right now. The first card after Dana leaves, the UFC is probably going to be stacked to the brim, probably. Yeah, hope so. I hope not, because then they fucked up last year by stacking 300 like crazy, and then all the rest of the cards kind of sucked. Manon won 48-47 in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking I'm starting to I think I'm going to start TRT, doctor prescribed. I heard there are adverse effects, though. Is it worth it? Anyone know? You need to go look at Derek from More Plates, More Dates' channel. And I would look up any info from that guy. Obviously, talking to your doctor is very important as well. But yeah, just for like base knowledge of all that stuff, I would go. You could even email that guy. More Plates, More Dates. TKO's boxing's first card is going to be stacked. If I was Valentina, I would just retire on top. She is 37 after all. I don't think Valentina gives a fuck, honestly. He made the most of the UFC. Now he can go do it for boxing and his big brain. That is why he... Bullet put more damage on Manon. Yeah, in the 2 rounds, she damaged her. Unlike your GSP conspiracy, I have logic behind mine. All right, fair. Well, shit. There you go. Aldo and Manon's fight was similar thing to argue about. Sure. Your blood work during your physical. Yeah, that's what's important. If you're going to be on steroids. TKO boxing is going to be a single fight. $59.99 pay-per-view between 1-0 amateurs. John was sponsored by GAT, who had a stronghold on the bodybuilding supplement world because they were known for having contamination of banned substances. Wow. Can we get a 360 fit check? Yeah, sure. Why not? Here, let's see. We'll do this. Maybe not 360, but yeah, we could do a fit check. You know what I'm saying? No worries. We got the Sin City skateboards t-shirt. Shout out to Sin City in Las Vegas. Also, just got some regular, brown pants. You know what I'm saying? They're independent trucks pants, though. Super sick. Fucking spandex. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting old and washed. So, yeah, that's what's up. Also, I'm wearing no shoes right now because I am just sitting at my desk. Also, my hair looks like I don't know. What does it look like? It looks bad. I need to get a haircut. Pretty sure that's no chill, though. My father is on TRT. He's over 50. He is still benching 110 kilograms and is in better shape than me. A county Sambo champion. I would say it's probably worth it. He has the work ethic Dana bring back Tuesday night at the fights. Manon showed the tiger. And after being blasted, damn. 120 fit check. Is Pac's son still popular out there? I don't even know what that is. Town pants are always flavorful. Socks? Nah. No, not right now. I was wearing these Akatsuki socks, though. Suicidal tendencies, join the army, let's skate. I'm 54 and I train 6 days a week. Age ain't an excuse. Okay, boys, let's talk about the main event. Belal Muhammad versus JDM. Again, I thought Belal even won 3 rounds, like heading into the 4th, and I was like, oh shit, Jack's taking over. Also, Jack started busting up Belal's face. It's like, damn. And I was like, by the end of the fight, I was like, damn, maybe JDM did win. It turns out he did. Belal was doing really good work with the boxing early on. God damn, I got to go back and watch this fight. I didn't watch it close enough. I was really surprised with JDM and the fact that he had never had a 5-round fight. And he hung in there all 5 rounds and just ended up kind of taking over the fight. It was very impressive to me. On to the question at hand, though. Hold on a second. If you think about it, JDM is going to be Islam's first opponent in a long time that isn't smaller and older than him. Yeah, that is very interesting. And the granite is actually Tito Ortiz. It was popular skate clothing stores. Yeah, I've never seen it. Belal needs more head movement. Head movement. Belal had a good bit of success with the overhands. Is Belal Muhammad the worst UFC champion of all time? No, he's not. He's not. It's just that people are just always going to beat him up because nobody ever liked him. He's not marketable. He's not popular. Kind of feel bad for Belal, right? Because for him to even get a title shot was kind of miraculous. And then now he loses, and you're like, fuck, man. Tim Sylvia is always going to be the worst champ for me. I mean, it's Nico Montano, right? Yeah, it's probably Nico Montano, maybe Matt Serra. But Matt Serra's moment where he beat GSP was at least incredible, you know? I don't feel bad for Belal at all. I do, because he's 36, 37, right? You know he's never going to get another chance at the title. And his legacy is that he just loses to JDM, you know? Okay, we have somebody hopping in. Hello.
Hey, you know who this is. It's your most favorite friend. But here's my Belal theory, dude. All right. They didn't want him as champ anyway, right? So he went out there and decided to strike instead of trying to wrestle like he normally does, like he used to. But since he's so old, he's not a Khabib, you know. Khabib retired at his way too early. So, yeah, that's what happened last night. That's my theory. I think he got a good paycheck and they don't want him as champ. So he tried to just make it an exciting fight, not his usual style.
You know what? I think that's a fantastic analysis from you, Sean. Was not expecting that. But no, man, I think you're absolutely right. He's like, fuck, my first title defense. Everyone says I'm boring. I got to go out there and put this kid in a hurt locker. So yeah, and then that definitely played into JDM's hands.
Yes, sir. It was an all right card, man. I really did think Manon won with the control time. And, like, I liked how she took the damage and didn't fucking give up and quit. Even though she controlled her up against the fence and doing a Batista, Valentina should have to work to get away from it. It's not fucking Manon's fault that fucking she can't take her down. She's still fucking kneeing them fucking legs you seen what she was doing every second. Boom, one leg, boom, next leg.
Ivar says, at least Matt Serra and Strickland beat someone significant to win the belt. Tim Sylvia beat Rico Rodriguez.
The era of the heavyweights was different and stuff. And Matt Serra beating GSP was luck, you know, because look at what Matt Hughes, he beat fucking GSP once. That's it.
I mean,
And
Rico Rodriguez isn't like a bum. He was damn good at the time.
And then the whole thing about Jose Aldo, why wasn't throwing kicks? Look at Anderson Silva at the end of his career, throwing leg kicks, breaking his leg. And Aldo, after all the years of throwing leg kicks, was probably don't want to fuck his legs up at this age, you know, because you got to use your legs to walk around, man.
Right. That's fair. Also, Anderson Silva broke his fucking leg in half. So, Matua says, I challenge Sean. I don't think it was age. I think it was Belal's ego that made him stand more than wrestle. What do you think about that?
What I think? Well, he said he had the hands like Canelo, and as his previous fights, we've all seen that Belal is not a striker. So him coming out trying to strike and saying he's got hands like Canelo, which is kind of his ego, would make him wrestle. Plus, he wanted to kind of be exciting and shit to prove his point that he's the greatest supposed welterweight champion. You know, he won the belt from Leon, who was the best striker supposedly because he fucking ended Kamara's fucking career, you know what I'm saying, with his run and shit. And honestly, for him trying this for the first time, it wasn't too bad, but he needs to stick more to the ground game.
Well, let's see, I have the stats up here still. He shot for 9 takedowns and was successful on 3 over 25 minutes. So,
yep. But when you're out there throwing
he didn't try to wrestle, but I don't think it was like the main thing for the game plan.
Yeah, Bilal's lip was fucked up, but JDM was fucked up too, you know, so at least we got a good fight out of it instead of some boring fucking hump fest.
The fight was fantastic, and it sucks that Bilal's best fight is his loss in his title fight. You know what I'm saying? His first title defense.
Yes, sir.
Ivar says, I think Tim Sylvia is the least skilled champ. Maybe not the least great, though. Yeah. I don't know, man. The UFC did Tim Sylvia really dirty, though. They never really saw any potential in him. Also, like, who did he lose to? Randy Couture? Now you got me curious.
Tim Sylvia lost to Andre Arlovski. I think he lost to Couture. Fuck, who knows? Who's that one dude, the big fat dude, Jeff Munson, man? You remember Jeff Munson?
Yeah, Jeff Munson was horrible. All right, let's see. God, he had such a long career.
He probably lost to Frank Mir, too, for all we know.
Yeah, he did lose to Frank Mir for the vacant heavyweight championship. Let me see. So yeah, he won the championship against Rico Rodriguez, beat Gan McGee for defense, but he was stripped due to failing a post-fight drug test, and he got subbed by Frank Mir, beat Wes Sims, and then he got submitted by Andre Arlovski, of all people, for the interim title. Then he won the heavyweight championship, knocking Arlovski out. Then he beat Arlovski by decisioned Jeff Monson, and then Couture came back and beat him. Beat Brandon Vera, lost to Big Nog Fedor. Oh my God, that's right. He got knocked out by Ray Mercer in 9 seconds. Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not going to sit here and just shit on fucking Tim Sylvia. I don't think he was the worst UFC champion.
Honestly, we're all going to say the worst UFC MMA champion would probably be a woman.
Yeah, it's Nico Montano.
Winning that show and then getting the shot, right? And then winning it that way. That's how she won, right?
Yep. And then she never even fought for the belt. Like, she never even defended it because they stripped her. Because I can't remember who it was that ended up getting that title fight over her. She was supposed to fight Val, and then she just never. I don't even think she even fought again after that.
All right, dude. Well, I'm out of here. Thanks for letting me on.
Man. Yeah, thanks for hopping on.
Dude. Enjoy the nice weather, dude.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, you got smoked on picks this week, man.
Oh, now you want to talk about picks now. Fuck you.
You got destroyed.
Well, it's like this, bro. They took Zahabi, Mr. Ariel Hawani, because A, he's Canadian, And that's pretty much how it happens to people that ain't Canadian. Because if you go back and watch Kenny Robertson versus Ross Pearson, I do believe it was in Canada, and I had it clearly 2-1 Kenny Robertson, but since Ross was from Canada, they gave it to fucking Ross. You know how they are up there, dude.
Canada conspiracy theory, huh?
Yes, sir. If you're from Canada, and you know what I'm saying, it's a close fight, they're going to pretty much give it to the Canadian, unless they get their
performance.
Pretty much, but they did all right last night. Later, y'all.
Later, Sean. Thanks for hopping on. Good combo. Good to see Sean. Manon made great adjustments after the first round. Yeah, she did. Canelo hands. Finish in 3, brother. Canelo has gone to 7 straight decisions. Frank Mir broke his arm. Yes, I love Jeff Monson, dope grappler. How about his promo on Don King Fight Promotions? Roy Nelson was never champion, or am I entirely wrong? I don't think he ever was champion. Tell the other guy to speak up like a man. We can barely hear him. Damn. It's because he's on his phone and I have a microphone. Boss Rutten might have been the worst heavyweight champ. Yeah. Ross Pearson was from England. All right, that's funny. Fantastic hands. Tim Sylvia beat the biggest UFC fighter and Dan McGee, though. Roy Nelson on the IFL and Bodog fights. Okay. Crawford is going to knock out Canelo and say, oh my God. Rico Rodriguez is the worst champ. Mic drop. Roy Nelson never had a belt. All right. Does anyone else want to hop on the show? If not, I think we'll probably wrap it up there. Go work on my video. By the way, for everyone who didn't see the intro, I want to get your guys' thoughts on this intro video that I made for my for Who's Up Next. Let me know what you guys think.
Who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? I said, who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? Who? Yeah.
What do you think? Atrocious? Should I just scrap it all together? Or is it passable? What do you guys think? If Silvio is the worst, then Enrico lost to Silvia, that makes him the worst. Okay, yeah, that maths to me. Rico had like a 9-fight winning streak, though. Okay. Ivar with a good counterpoint. Funky tune. Hey, look, if it's terrible, you guys can tell me, all right? I can take it. I like it. Is it cringy? Yes. A little long, maybe, but good. All right, shit. Does Silvia beat Tina? Who's Tina? I know he was actually pretty good. I was teasing more so that Psycho as Rico fought 81 times in MMA. God damn. All right. Well, I think it's time. To go. I'm going to go work on this video. I'll be in DC next week, so I don't know if I'll be able to give you guys content. Well, at least try to do a live chat. I'll try to give you guys my picks like regular. Maybe I should do a pick'em video before I head out. Maybe I'll do that on Monday. Maybe in the morning I'll do a picks video, and then I'll give you guys a live chat while I'm gone. But as far as a fight companion, that's not going to happen next weekend. But I will be back next week, so taking like kind of a week off from doing fight companions and shit like that. But yeah, I'll be back. See you guys in like a week and some change after Monday. I'll do a predictions video tomorrow since I'm not working. I'll come out with Who's Up Next. Stay tuned for that. I'm not sure if I should drop it tonight or maybe this tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's it for me. It's time to wrap it up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up. You better wrap that gavel up, B.